The starting lineup for the visiting Brooklyn Nets. At power forward, Paul Millsap. At center, Nicholas Claxton. At point guard, Kyrie Irving. At the other guard position, James Harden.
My God, nah.
At 6'6" number 0, Jalen Green. At center, 6'10", number 35, Christian Wood.
And we have
Brian as the
very interesting alley. Good stuff there. Thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. The superstar trio on the floor together. Irving and Harden the guards. Durant on the wing. Nicholas Claxton out there with Paul Millsap. And for Houston, Green and Tate on the perimeter. Tyson Wood playing together in the front court. And it's Junior in at the point guard position. Hey, Grant, some of the more wild news with this team. MP very much confirmed that he's unhappy and wants out of Dodge.
And B.A., if anyone was wondering how serious MP is about getting traded, the man actually listed his preferred destinations. As bold a move as any I've ever seen.
Junior with the bucket. Impart the speed and athleticism from these teams. That's something that'll shape this game.
Yeah, open court play, B.A., and the ability to get easy buckets in transition will be on full display in this one. Help defense will have their hands full, especially because these guys have players that are so hard to contain one-on-one. Well, that dribble gives KD the momentum he needs, and you can see his teammates already loading up with smiles as he explodes to the cup.
Now here is Junior. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Number 38.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Irving. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
3 out of 3. Perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Junior outside. From deep three-point range. Another 3 from Houston.
And 3 for 4 to start. Showing some rhythm.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 3 out of the gate. Pass to Claxton. Wood against Millsap. Now Harden. With the drop.
Oh, man, I did not see that coming.
With authority.
Did he just do that? Oh, wow. Man. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. From Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
What's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness. Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are
down low. Here's Tice. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Harden. His last outing, we saw him score 22.
2 minutes.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harden. Irving's got his second basket on the night.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
1:43 left in the first. Pass to Tate. Back to Junior. The three. Fires in the triple. Junior's got 12 points in the game.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Outside Durant. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. Harden from outside. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
You know, very few players have the license from three-point range that Harden has, and his license has no expiration date on it.
Timeout called. Houston, they're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious...
Substitution on the court.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Outside Tate. From deep, Junior. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
On the floor for Brooklyn. Irving runs point with Harden to his side. Paul Millsap is out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Pass to Harden. Harden drawing the double team. And here's Brown for 3. Wood grabs the board. Houston has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Junior, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Green. And a deep 3 from Junior. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Junior's got 9 points now in the quarter. The Nets have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Inside. A nice shot by Millsap.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Junior gets it to go.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Brooklyn trailing. Outside Irving. Pass to Harden. On the take. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, he's skilled.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Tice is checked in. All right, Clark, in your heyday, you were a real force on the glass. What impresses you about today's rebounding experts?
Well, the rebounding piece of the game has not changed. It's all about timing, positioning, and desire to retrieve the ball. And I had that, and rebounding is universal and timeless. If you can rebound at the highest level in college, then typically you're a good rebounder in the pros. And if you rebound in the pros in the 50s or 60s, you'd be able to rebound in the pros in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So that part of my game, I know, without any doubt, would still transfer today.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Kept alive. From deep, Junior. Another 3 from Houston.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Pass to Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Blocked!
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
To the middle. Here's Millsap. Soft touch off the glass. Millsap's gotten 4 this quarter.
Love how aggressive Harden is in the pick and roll. Exceptional at shooting and passing after getting the screen.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets ahead. They're up by 2. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, the Nets shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. Tate and Tice holding down the forward spots. Junior, he's out there with Green. And it's Wood in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
The team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
Kicks it to Junior. Fires the 3. Claxton with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And another miss by Houston.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Well, you look at Hart. He doesn't beat you with great speed or by playing above the rim. He wins with pace, angles, and strength. As unique a scorer as we've seen in probably the last 30, 35 years in the NBA.
Outside Tate. Back to Junior. From deep. The rebound by the Nets.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And Clark Harden is also an expert at using his body as a shield for the ball.
I think it's really a good lesson out there for young players coming up, B.A. Use what you have. Don't try to be somebody else. Use what you have. Don't make excuses, and then get busy putting the work in.
Here's Irving. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know, last year when Irving announced that James Harden was now the team's point guard, that raised some eyebrows, but as usual, there was a method to Irving's madness.
So both teams making some changes here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. Outside Harden. Into the lane. Rebounded by Green. Clark, when you talk in depth with Irving, most of his opinions are well thought out.
I agree with you. I mean, he's a bit misunderstood, but he's very thorough and thoughtful and has some interesting things to say. When he plays the point guard, he says he sees everything that's going on, and I wouldn't argue with him because he's got great vision. When he plays the 2, he knows what he's looking for, and that's to put that ball in the bucket, and he does it as well as anybody in the league.
Pass to Green. Back to Junior.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
From deep three-point range. And Mills pulls it down.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
The Nets with a lead. From downtown. The shot comes out.
Ooh, that's a tough break.
Substitution on the court.
Houston has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Nets, the superstar trio on the floor together. Irving and Harden the guards, Durant on the wing. Paul Millsap is out there with Nicholas Claxton.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
São uma brechinha. Uou, comentários épicos.
That one's no good.
Not an A+ trip to the line.
Eu sei que consigo salvar aí, mano.
Here's Durant.
Carregar essa merda aqui, ó. Olha a grande gringo que vou meter agora. Vixe gringo, sem dúvida.
That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Pass to Irving to take the lead. Tipped. Junior outside. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Filha da puta.
No good with the triple.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Irving goes in.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Irving against Junior. To the paint. Stolen by Millsap. Outside Harden. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Another thing, they haven't missed a beat on the fast break in either half tonight.
They double-team Durant. To the inside, Millsap. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Nets lead by 2. The Rockets have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. And here's Junior outside. Connects again from distance.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Pass to Green. From deep, Junior. Good. Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Outside for Harden. And here's Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
From deep, Junior. And again for 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
And he just can't be denied from deep. Now he's tied for most threes in a single game. Amazing. To the middle. Money.
And this is why Millsap makes the big bucks. Dependable at stepping up his game in the clutch.
Outside Tate. Back to Junior. Launches a 3.
Green.
Again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
A new single-game record and a night that everyone will remember the rest of their lives.
And the crowd letting him know they appreciate greatness.
He's been nothing less than great. 3-pointers at a historic level.
Boy, it seems like every 3 he's throwing up is going in,
Olha
guys. No
eu.
stopping this guy once he gets
Épico.
going
Uau.
like this.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Nash was going over with his team. He told his players not to worry about the score. He believes in their talent, and he believes they'll be the stronger team down the stretch. Now, they've just got to go out and prove it. Guys.
As always, Alex.
Next, Kyrie Irving. That's his second personal foul. 14 foul.
Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
And they go to the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough on the miss. And he's able to hit the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Here's Durant. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Irving. The shot that time not on target. And Houston will come the other way. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
And here's Tate. Fires from deep. Yes. And it's Junior picking up the assist.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. He's going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's Houston winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And B.A., they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Oh, do we have big news today in our basketball world? Is that our
Oh my god. Još Ali.
Back to the party, it's an off-white Porsche, off-white force. Chick so gorgeous, Nagley is gorgeous, gold is gorgeous, left wrist gorgeous, right wrist gorgeous. Tell my baby mama want it. You don't want no problems, you know we keep. Pull up on my like Jim Wood floors. We keep score, we keep scoring. LB score,
Fazer apostas.
She
banana. Macacos gostam de banana. Ao lado da rua à frente dessa. Esta coisa. Já está. É sem dúvida isto assim. Alguma pergunta? Isto são boas apostas. Pô, mas é logo. São muito bom nas apostas. Que é aquilo anti-up? Vou para lá. Anti-up é pobre. Menos quando não é. Que é quando eu perco. Perder é triste. Ganhar é fixe. Ui. Aquele campo agora é só sem bolostas. Vou para lá. Isto demora muito. Entendo. Ganhar 5 jogos. Uma coisa impossível, mas é possível se eu acreditar no meu potencial. Ui, olha o Alinha. Pro player, sem dúvida, sou o maior jogador do mundo. O tryhardismo é muito superior. Oh. Chega uma merda. Substituiu-me. Vou fazer pessoas sair. Vou fazer magia, vou fazer pessoas sair. Filho da puta. Eles não desapareceram magicamente. É hoje, Deus está comigo. Quando Deus está comigo, nada de mal corre mal. Só o que vai correr mal. Quando uma equipa é horrível, é incrível. É o momento que eu brilho. Deus está sempre comigo, estou-te a dizer. Estás a ver este gajinho da t-shirt branca? Ele é Deus. vai ter 30 pontos por partida, estou-te a dizer. Isto é a equipa tryhard 2K, ó. Este aqui até respeita as regras de usar a máscara. Cheguem de tryhards. Isto até mete medo. Veja aqueles gajos que estão ali cheios de medo. Olhem para isto, olha que jogadores. Isto fodido. O meu momento de brilhar acabou. Oh não. Bem, a derrota já esteve mais perto. E a vitória também. Estou fodido. Olhem que tryhard, Jesus. Isto é que eu chamo de profissionalismo. Parece uma cebola. Faz pessoas chorarem. Oh, ankle breaker, sem dúvida. Olha, pumbas, esta assistência. Acabei de perceber que acho que o gajo não joga bem. Oh, pumbas, assistência, olhem para isto. Trabalho de equipa traz sempre a vitória e o sucesso. Ah, estou bichado. Exatamente, incrível, incrível. Olha o dunk, olha o dunk. Não foi dunk, mas o que vale é a intenção. É o que tinha um belo ditado. Oh não, ele lança. São todos uns burrinhos. Olha para o dunk, olha para o dunk. Cheat, ai. Como eu dizia. Olha para o grandioso triplo. Não sei o que estou a fazer já agora. Bloqueio. São um poste. São um poste incrível. Vês como eu disse, esta equipa vai-nos trazer a vitória. Porque eu pesquisei todos os dribles do mundo para saber driblar neste jogo. Vês aquele tipo não lança bem. Como é suspeitável. E eu lancei sem querer. Vês, ninguém passa porque são todos patos. Ó, agora faço aqui um ankle assim, ó. Depois lanço e marco. Errei. Épico. Oh, agora ele passa-me, não passou, prontos, perdemos. Vês como eu disse, ele marca a tryhardzão. Que é porque aquele bloqueio apanhou-me. Talvez devesse ter lançado. Isso mesmo, tryhardzão. Isso mesmo, é assim que eu gosto. Jogar bem. Exatamente, passar para o posto que está no caralho. Muito bem, isto é que é uma equipa de sonho. Olha o abafo, bicho abafo sem dúvida. Oh, ninguém vai me passar a bola porque sou tryhard. E bicho, tryhardismo. Oh, abafo, pumbas. Bicho, não foi abafo porque o jogo disse que não. Na vida real era grande abafo já. Bicho, foi abafo meu isto. Oh. Pumbas. Passar a bola. Porque Passar a bola para o Bombas. Tudo a correr bem como bem. O fracasso é só o contrário de sucesso. Bichos, o fracasso deles foi o nosso sucesso. Isto é que é uma equipa tryhard. Melhor equipa ever. Bicho, é assim que se joga, é isso mesmo, equipa. Esta equipa é grandiosa. Olha, tipo vai lançar sozinho, é aqui épico. Pumbas. Não vai nada agora, eu estou aqui. A minha equipa não apanha ressaltos porque isso é que é tryhard, diz-me ao Pumbas. 53 contestado, é isso, pô. É isso mesmo que preciso na equipa. Porque para jogar bem tens que jogar mal. Ui, Ankle Breaker. Estava a tentar pedir bloqueio como no modo campanha. Passar a bola a tryhard. E esperar que me passem a bola. Oh Pumbas, green. E não, eu não sei driblar neste jogo. Para ser mais específico, eu acho que ainda nem mudei as cenas. Ui, olha, oh Pumbas! Ankle Breaker, sem dúvida. Oh pau. Filha da puta. Sempre a estragar a diversão dos pro players. Oh, faz isto ao green. Como eu disse, green. Bicho, ele errou porque tem medo de mim. Oh, bicho. Quase veio um pulsar. Esta é a parte que eu subo de nível. Ai, sou tão tralhado. O mundo de Gabble está comigo, bora. Acho que eu preciso de mais farm. Quando eu tiver muito farm eu vou conseguir driblar. É o que eu acredito fielmente.
Welcome to Season 2 in NBA 2K22's
sem
My
dúvida
Team.
este gajo.
Build your empire.
So what's new? Well, let me start off by telling you, it's a lot. Compete against the best to ever play in the NBA with this new domination that pits your My Team against 75 years of NBA greatness.
Player coaches are now available in My Team. NBA greats go behind the clipboard to lead your My Team with new head coach cards.
Then, in the exchange, there are now recurring exchanges. This means you complete it once, then again, and again, each hour, day, or week.
Power.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off.
Well, Kevin,
that was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The wingmen, DiVincenzo and Middleton. Brook Lopez is out there with Portis, and it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Rockets, the pairing up front, Tice and Wood. And the wings, Green and Tate. And it's Junior in at the 1. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
And that one is good.
Lopez powering through that time.
And here are the Rockets. Jacks up a 3, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Junior.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. With the drive, and that one's good, Junior. Junior's got 5.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Lopez. His last outing, 16 points for him. And Brook Lopez, such a great complimentary player, Greg, gets right in with this team.
And he gives you good scoring with great efficiency. Very low turnover numbers. Everything you want from a role player.
And he knocks down the first one.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the 3 ball. Brook Lopez has worked hard to do that.
And it's Junior missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Such a wide open look.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team first player. Love that from the guard position.
Back to Green. Lets the 3 fly. And Junior with the basket on the assist by Green. Junior's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the shot goes in.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
And with Drew Holiday in his defense, Brent, he lets this team get away with things they normally couldn't.
Well, Kevin, the one thing that's really great about Drew being able to be switchable in that way is how much more confidence he gives every other defender that's on the floor with him. He takes the toughest guy on offense, and he shuts him down.
And Tice throws it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And stolen by Junior. Off target with his 3. Here's Milwaukee now. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Takes a 3. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now here's Middleton. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Well, Middleton does have some length himself, and he utilizes it there on the drive.
Junior the pass to Wood. This one for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, those
are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 passes, 3 have been triples.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Junior really making a difference here.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every...
Substitution on the court.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Portis kicks to Holiday. Lopez passes to Holiday. In the corner, Middleton with it, out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Nets, was outstanding. He dropped in 55 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
On the court for the Bucks. At the guard positions, Holiday and DiVincenzo. This is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low.
How about Lopez inside showing some smooth, fluid moves?
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
For some reason, they've also had guys in the right spots on the offensive glass. Lots of putbacks.
And we're seeing players, Brett, rise from deeper than ever before. You were a pretty good shooter. What was your maximum range?
Wow, Kevin, that's a great question. I wasn't allowed to shoot where it is that I could shoot from, so we won't get into that. But, yeah, guys are coming into the league more equipped, and it's because they're seeing that happen with players like Steph Curry, players like Trae Young, who are making that shot more and more effective, Damian Lillard, and now they're practicing those shots, and they're more efficient with them. So there's a reason why guys like the deep ball, and it's getting deeper. Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Good on the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Inside, Lopez sinks that one from the post. Lopez has got 8 points.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
And watching former Villanova star Dante DiVincenzo, he plays with such energy.
I think Coach Budenholzer did a really good job with Dante in telling him the way that you're going to get on the floor is to be active on defense. And once you do that and you start earning minutes, the offense will come. And that's how Dante has gained this kind of confidence.
56 seconds left to play in the first half. Drills it from outside. And now a 9-point Houston lead.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Junior. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Just playing with poise and confidence. And they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Near the 3-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And he overshot that one, missing. Junior way outside. Kept alive by Houston. And it's good, 2 points. Wood's got the lead up to 14 now for Houston.
And when you think of Wood, the length is one thing that comes to mind. Great at using it there on the glass.
Middleton looking it over. Here's DiVincenzo. And we've reached halftime in this one. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston. The forwards for them, Tate and Tice. Green is out there with Junior, and it's Wood in at the 5 roaming the paint. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Drew Holiday has been a welcome addition to this Bucks team. Chris Middleton said he just knows how to play the game on and off the ball, how to move without it, how to set guys up. He makes the game easier for everybody. He's made them a lot better, guys.
So you make us, David. Thank you. With stories like that. That kid, that Drew Holiday, he is a quality kid. Wonderful character, terrific play. Lopez, no luck. Rockets leading by 11. Passes to Junior. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board. Third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
There's the triple. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Holiday looking over the floor. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Holiday's got 10 points in the game, and Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And Bobby Portis, an interesting talent. He can play back to the basket. He can play one dribble away. And as a stretch 5, if they play small, he's able to...
Substitution on the court.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Junior. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Middleton up top. Tate covering. The kick out to Hill. Pass to Portis. Middleton with it. But Trey. No good that time. And so it's Houston. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Get through it. Talk to each other. Check.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Holiday sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. The wingmen, DiVincenzo and Middleton. Then it's George Hill, and it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hill passes to Middleton. Now here's DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
DiVincenzo saying, I got that too.
Houston leading by 15. Tate kicks to Junior. For the 3, and another 3 for Houston.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Porter against DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton. Unloads from 13. Tate with the rebound.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Buries the long-range jumper.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Bucks trail by 21. Hill with it. Nwora, the pass to Hill. Here's Nwora. Bucks passing it around to the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Now, here's Junior. He's guarded closely. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Junior's got 15 points in just the second half.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Now here's Middleton. Tape covering. Takes the 13-footer. Rockets with the rebound.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Junior, and another three for Houston.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. But D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And the foul called on Junior. That's foul number 2 for him. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And
good! Another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in the game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. The pass to Portis. And here is DiVincenzo.
Remaining in the game. 2.
He's looking for Portis and finds him. And he banks in the layup.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Junior with it. Lopez is there. And stolen by DiVincenzo. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And the shot is good. DiVincenzo's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Junior. From past the arc. And again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Houston.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Junior.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Junior connects again from distance.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Here's Portis. And that one comes up a bit short. Here's Junior. No good on the 3. Now here's Middleton. So we see Houston taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Ooh, I'm thinking Vietnamese tonight. By me. Yeah. So look, this supposed to be business. That look personal. Well, you know it's both.
in some off-white Porsches, off-white forces. Chicks so gorgeous, Natalie is gorgeous, gold beer's gorgeous, left wrist gorgeous, right wrist gorgeous. Know your baby mama want it. You don't want no problems, you know we keep. Pull up on my like Jim Wood floors. We keep scoring, we keep scoring. LB score, GG score, BB score. She need more, Cartier store.